Hello, welcome back to my channel. Yes, the Elf Derby is done here. I'm not paying. The Elf Derby is done here. Now, there are some positives I want to talk about. There are some negatives I want to talk about. But on a whole, I want to end the video on a positive note. Normally I do these reviews a bit differently. But both teams are my team in this case, so yeah, it's gonna be a bit messy, but I'll try to be concise. Let's start with the defenders for both teams. For Man City, the defense had less to do, but even then, I feel like Nunez got cooked very easily by Jutla. He got absolutely left in the dust. Stones, he played very well in midfield, but going backwards, he wasn't always in position, which is expected when you play that system. So Akanji had to cover it. And he could have done a better job, if I'm being very honest. Gvardiol played a decent game. He did get left in the dust once by Talbi. But, this man can't complete a pass. He can't score, no matter how many chances you give him. So, you really don't need Gvardiol here. Just let this guy shoot, bro. Just let this guy shoot. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. But yeah, defense could have been better. And that has been a problem for Man City for a while now. Akanji maybe needs some rest. He's not bad. He's just tired. He needs rest. Stones, don't rush him back too much, right? He's played a game now. Let him have some rest as well. Maybe not against Arsenal, but whenever you get a chance, rest Stones, rest Akanji, rotate these players with each other. Maybe one game Stones plays, the other game Akanji plays, and then you can have Vitor Reis off the bench, Husanov can start, and just get a right back, please. Just a right back. That'll be nice, but for the most part, not too much to do, except on the counter, which is a vulnerability for Man City, always has been. Then I want to look at the defense for Club Brugge, and it was a game of two halves for Brugge. First half, Club Brugge was like, yep, we're gonna sit back, we're gonna defend, we're gonna counter, and you're not getting an inch. Second half, the coach said, yo, Bayern München, sorry, PSG is winning 3-0 right now. We are qualified even if we lose. Don't bother. We have a game against Antwerp. Win that, we potentially go top of the league. Don't run. Stop running. So first half, players were giving everything. Second half, players were like, okay, calm. Antwerp is a bigger problem. PSG has won, we're qualified. So when I look at the first half, Says, it's a weird decision to have Silva up against Says. A young defender who is inexperienced against an old midfielder or old winger who can't run anymore. I think Foden would have fared much better. But he was put up against the Kuiper, who has a bit more experience and handled Foden very well. So, very weird choice by Pep. Not sure what the idea was. I think it got a lot better when Silva went into midfield. So Gundogan came off, Silva went into midfield, and Savio came on. And Foden went into midfield as well, but it's very fluid. Like, this is all on paper. Of course, these Man City systems are very fluid. Zolis was in the middle a lot due to that. Like, these systems are fluid. This is just on paper, isn't it? This is just on paper, but it got a lot better when Man City took off Gundogan, because Gundogan in midfield was tragic. I'm sorry, he has to go. Club Brugge sat back and defended all first half, and Gundogan still could not figure his way out. Kovacic could not do anything with Gundogan next to him. He had to cover everything Gundogan did. Kovacic didn't get better in the second half. He just had to do less in the second half, which meant he could focus more on what he was doing. That is very poor by Gundogan. But Bernardo Silva by no means played a good game. But wow, Gundogan, I'm sorry. I love Gundogan, but this is just Sad. I'm gonna look over at Van Aken then. Van Aken played a very controlled game, midfield by Club Brugge in general, yeah. Just very controlled in the first half. Onyedika gets the goal. He is a man of balls and moments, but here is the thing I will say about Onyedika. Before we shift into talking about the game as a whole, he usually covers for those balls and moments with his sheer strength and pace. He didn't do that. Why did he not do that? I'll tell you why. So the first half, Club Brugge was thinking, get a draw, we probably, or we are guaranteed to go through in the Champions League. Onyedika did not play, or did play, sorry, probably because Kasper Nielsen will play against Antwerp. Onyedika is not the first choice defensive midfielder. What he does have is the pace to get into the box. He scores that goal, fair. Go on to the game, go past the second half, right? And players in midfield stop running. Nicky Hyen tells the players, listen, we've gotten chance again. We've got no chance through Zollies, we've got not two chances through Zollies, we've got no chance from Jutla, which ended up being scored by Onyedika. We've had chances. We have played very well. But we are through to the next round. PSG has won. Stop running. And then comes the goal from Mateo Kovacic. Why does it happen? De Bruyne is running down the left here. Seys is coming back, will have De Bruyne. Onyedika, not paying good attention, follows De Bruyne instead of Kovacic, who's going down the middle here. Normally, Onyedika would realize he is following the wrong person and he would barge back, throw his body in front of the ball, stop a shot from happening. That is what he normally does. However, PSG has won. Calm down. It does not matter. We can lose and we still go through. It does not matter. Calm down. So what did Onyedika do? He just walked back. He did not care. So Kovacic, his first goal, and this is where the negatives will come in. His first goal, which sets Man City back onto the spiral, that is entirely coming from Nicky Hyen telling the players to stop running. You could tell the entire back four stopped running as much, especially Joachim Seys, because people are saying Savio had a good game, but I look at Savio's game, right, and when he first came on, he was not getting past Seys. It's just Joachim Seys stopped running. And then, yeah, he got past Seys, who wasn't even trying anymore. So I feel like people are talking about Savio man of the match. I don't think he played a good game. I think he got locked up by Joachim Seys. And then Joachim Seys decided, okay, I'm done. Bigger fish to fry. And then Savio got a goal. From midfield, by the way, by John Stones into Savio. Because again, this midfield had stopped running. Talbi, Jutla, Zollies, all of them playing very well this game. Taken off. And rotated. This game was all in mind Antwerp. That is very lucky by Man City. I must say, Man City, I am incredibly happy that both teams have qualified for the next round. If PSG was drawing, or even just winning 1-0, Club Brugge does not stop playing. Club Brugge is capable of playing very intense games to the last minutes. That is not the Club Brugge we got. The chance from Van Aken in the second half game, of course, if that goes in, 2-1, that'll be a trauma there. There's a lot of moments, right, where things could have gone wrong for City. I think Man City is very lucky with the result for PSG going the way it did. If it didn't, this might have become a slog. And why do I say this? It's not just to complain. It's not just to complain. I need you to understand. Man City has not turned any corners yet. If we're looking at Man City, yeah? If we're actually looking at Man City, right back, it's terrible. Nunez is not a right back. Akanji should be playing right back, maybe. But Cambiasso, if we get him. McFarlane. Can he play right back? someone needs to play right back. Midfield, we have a younger midfield. Like, I don't think this is something to worry about, because Foden will start to play more than midfield now that Bob is back. Savio, okay, didn't have a great start to this game, but still not a bad player. Then Marmoush starting instead of De Bruyne. I think midfield is gonna sort itself out, especially if Cambiasso comes in. If Diaz comes back here, you're gonna have an extra defender. Husanov can play games. Again, McFarlane. JSP is injured right now, but if he's back, he can play games. So for Man City, things are improving. But it's not perfect yet. And that is just what I want to say here in this review of this game. I am happy that both teams advanced, yeah. I am hoping we play against Bayern München, and here's why. If we play against Bayern München, by the time that we play Bayern, we're gonna have our best players back. We're gonna have Marmoush, Husanov, Vitor Reis prepared. That is gonna give us a chance to get into a round of 16. Once you're in the round of 16, then you can kick off, right? Not like this. Not like this. Very lucky by Man City. But Man City has been unlucky this season. So maybe some luck is nice. What I want to see though is Man City get unlucky and still win. I want to see that happening. And once we get that happening, that shows me we have turned a corner. For Club Brugge, going in here, okay, probably winning the double, or potentially winning the double, ought I say. Never know what's going to happen in a final. Club Brugge is just a very good team right now. No shame in saying that Club Brugge made you struggle at home. Club Brugge have made everyone they played against in Europe struggle. Dortmund, AC Milan struggled incredibly, but at the start of the season, Brugge could not find the back of the net and then collapsed. But otherwise, could have won against both teams. No shame in saying that this Brugge team made you struggle. I just don't want to see Club Brugge have a better midfield than Man City. That's all I'm saying. It's good for the morale. It's good for the morale. Now we look at Arsenal. Beat Arsenal. And then the morale will really kick up into next gear. That will help a lot, I think. Just morale helps a lot for how you play. Just improving morale and confidence will just make you play better. Even if you haven't gotten better, right? That's what Man City needs right now. Man City, I'm happy that both teams are through. Unfortunate how the draw works. I think it's a really dumb system, but I'm not going to complain about it. I've complained enough. To end the video on a positive here, Man City is through. It's still in the FA Cup. Easy game in the FA Cup. Can drop points in the Premier League and still get top 4 because the Prem is awful right now. Like, genuinely. Have you guys seen what Chelsea's form is? How is Man City in top 4? How is Chelsea in top 5? What is the Premier League? 1 win in 6. Man City 1 win in 13. Or 1 win in 7, sorry, for Chelsea. Arsenal, not in great form. What is the Premier League? How are these teams top 4? Premier League is just a myth, I suppose, but yeah. That's all for me. Thank you for watching to the end. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Helps the channel out a ton. We're trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the season. Not sure if it's realistic, but like and subscribe. Try to get us there. And I'll see you guys on the next one.